Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to be looking at the Neca Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time Slash action figure. Now, Turtles in Time is a video game. Slash is an evil, mutated turtle. He's the only figure from this game that I felt like I needed. My favorite turtle action figures are the Neca movie turtles, but I'm really appealed by the other mutated turtles. I want to get a Slash, a Metalhead, the mutated turtle from part 2. All those will be pretty cool to have with the turtles. So let's go ahead and check out the packaging here. At the top, Nickelodeon, Ninja Turtles, Neca, Turtles in Time, Slash. You can see him in here. He's got sort of shredders, little blades on his arms. Overall, looking pretty cool so far. He's got his twisted up dagger. One side here, Turtles in Time. Other side, same thing. Top, more Turtles in Time. The bottom, a little bit of credits, and there is a barcode in case that helps anybody. On the back, you can see some more figures from the series. So, let's open him up. Alright, now that we got this figure out of the package, here he is with all of his accessories laid out. He does come with a grenade and a twisted up sword. But before we look at the accessories, let's talk about and check out the actual figure. So as far as Ninja Turtle collecting goes, I pretty much only want to get the movie stuff. I do like the cartoon, and some of the video game stuff is cool, but I decided to stick to just the film stuff. Although I heard about Slash, I really wanted to get him. I thought he would go pretty good with the Toka figure. 2 evil mutated turtles, pretty cool. I actually prefer the animated Slash look, but who knows if you'll be able to get him or not. So I was happy to find this guy online, able to pre-order him. Here he is. So this is Slash from the, I believe, arcade game Turtles in Time. One complaint about him, I'm really not a big fan of the pixelated or cell shading on these figures. Just getting that video game sort of style on him. So his face looks great. He's got that really dark mask, sharp, jagged teeth, looking like an evil, maniacal turtle. That's pretty much what he is. I also recall him being on the kind of on the dumb side from the cartoon. In the cartoon, Bebop and Rocksteady sort of accidentally made him. Spikes over the back of his shell, a little bit of armor here. He's got an S on his belt, obviously for Slash. He's got some claws, very similar to Shredder. Spikes on his knees. Overall, looking pretty cool. He feels a little small, but we'll check him out with some other figures shortly. Now let's check out his accessories. He's got both the grenade and his twisted up sword. They both have that cell shading. It's pretty extreme on these. The grenade, totally white on one side, and then gray on the other side. Sword here, white on both sides, and then sort of gray on the sides. It's got decent sculpting detail on the handle here. It's a pretty cool jagged sword. Here he is holding his grenade. This is about the best I was able to get into his hand. Put his fingers between sort of the pin and the actual grenade. It does stretch out a little bit, but the grenade itself is way too fat to actually be gripped into his hand properly. Here he is holding his sword. I'm happy to say he can grip that quite nicely. I don't really care for the grenade that much, but he has to have his signature sword. He's looking pretty crazy holding this thing, grinning with those teeth. But honestly, that's what he is, a crazy maniacal turtle looking for his palm tree. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories, now let's check out the height of this guy. From bottom to top, he's sitting at about 5.6 inches tall, which is going to translate to about 14 centimeters. Now let's check out his articulation, and I did have a lot of stuck joints, in particular the elbows and the knees. I gave him a bath in some boiling water. I would suggest you guys do the same. So starting with his head here, of course it can rotate from side to side. Can look up and down about that much, and he can tilt a little bit as well, giving him a good amount of personality. Shoulders on a ball joint, goes out about 90 degrees, up, down, around, all that good stuff. He's got a bicep cut below that, single jointed elbows, then going about that far, and there is a rotation as well. Wrist can rotate around, and it's hinged. One solid piece in the torso here. Legs on ball joints, very tight. They can go out about that far. Forward about that much. Back really not at all. Double jointed knees, and I had a lot of trouble freeing these up. They can go back that far. Foot here goes up and down. It's on a ball joint. Can tilt, rock, and rotate as well. And while we're on the subject of articulation, I wanted to kind of point out either my guy's right leg is shorter than his left leg, or it's not attached properly. He's sort of leaning down to the right-hand side. Definitely bothering me. I've tried to correct this, but it doesn't seem like I can. Here are the turtles as they're encountering Slash for the first time, trying to figure out who he is and where he came from, wondering if they can bring him back to the sewer with them. I can only imagine Michelangelo asking Splinter, "Can we keep him?" And just a slightly closer look as they move in to fight. Now let's check him out compared with some other action figures, starting off with some other Ninja Turtle figures. Here he is with my favorite version of the Ninja Turtles, and frankly it's the only version I really need in my collection. Here are the Turtles from the 1990 movie Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I do wish Slash was a little bit bigger and would scale up with them a little better. Here he is next to the version of Turtles from the animated film Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He scales up pretty nicely with them and adds a nice little diversity and variety. As you can see, these turtles all seem to be made from different kind of turtles in real life, and Slash fits in nice with that sort of motif. Here he is next to a movie Shredder and some foot soldiers. You know they're going to manipulate him and use him against the turtles to their own advantage. Maybe he would fit in better with a smaller animated Shredder. Next, let's check him out compared with some other action figure lines from different various companies to see how he fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix him with. Here he is with some of his NECA Toys brothers. And here he is next to some DST or Diamond Select toys. Then here he is with some McFarlane toys. And with some DC Direct and DC Collectibles figures. Then with some Mattel wrestling figures. And here he is with some Mezco 1/12 cloth soft goods action figures. Then with some Mattel DC Universe Classics and Multiverse figures. And here with some Mafex figures. Then some Hasbro Marvel Legends. And here he is next to some SH Figure Arts action figures. And next to some Jazzwares figures. So overall, this is a pretty nice figure. He looks good, his sculpt is good. I'm not a big fan of the pixelated cell shading paint job on him. I'm also not very fond of his height. Those two things bring him down. I really want him to fit in with my movie Turtles, and he really doesn't do that. Here's to hoping the animated one will be a little bit bigger. If I were to rate this guy, I think I'd go ahead and give him a 6 out of 10. Articulation could be better, height could be better, and his paint job is nice, but I don't really like that style. So it's D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add it to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.